Look, I get it. Trying to find a 4K TV that doesn't cost as much as a used car is a total headache. I went out and actually bought 5 of the most popular models under $1,000 to see which ones are actually worth your living room space. Here's what I found after living with them for a few weeks.
Product number 1. Roku Smart TV 2025 50-inch Select Series. When I first pulled this Roku Select Series out of the box, I was honestly surprised by how light it felt. It's got a super slim, frameless design that looks way more expensive than the price tag suggests. Once I got it running, the first thing I noticed was the Smart Picture feature. It basically does the heavy lifting for you, adjusting the settings so you don't have to fiddle with menus just to watch the news. The voice remote is what really won me over though. I'm notorious for losing remotes in the couch, so the lost remote finder is a literal lifesaver. Sound-wise, it's punchier than most budget TVs I've tested. I could actually hear the dialogue during action scenes without cranking it to max. If you just want something that's easy to use and doesn't require a degree to set up, this is your best bet. It's built for the person who just wants to sit down, hit a button, and start streaming.
Product number 2. Samsung 65-inch class QLED Q7F Series 2025. Moving up to this 65-inch Samsung, you can immediately feel the jump in build quality. It's solid. The big draw here is the quantum dot tech. When I was watching nature docs, the greens and reds looked incredibly vibrant, even with my curtains wide open and the sun hitting the screen. The AI upscaling is also doing some serious work. I put on an old 1080p movie and it looked remarkably crisp. What I didn't expect to love was the object tracking sound. It's subtle, but you can actually hear the audio following the action on the screen, which makes movies feel a bit more immersive without a soundbar. Plus, the gaming hub is great if you're a player. It keeps everything organized in one spot. If you have a big living room and need those wow colors even in a bright environment, this 65-inch beast is the one to grab. It feels like a high-end centerpiece without the 4-figure price tag.
Product number 3. Toshiba 43-inch class C350 series. This Toshiba 43-inch felt like a sturdy little tank when I was setting it up on my desk. It's smaller, sure, but it packs a punch with that Regza engine. I spent a Saturday watching football on this, and the sports mode really impressed me. It smoothed out the motion of the ball, so I didn't see that annoying blur you get on cheaper screens. The Fire TV interface is baked right in, which I love because it's snappy. I also hooked up my PS5 to test the game mode. With the variable refresh rate, I didn't notice any lag or screen tearing while playing fast-paced shooters. It's also got Dolby Atmos support, which gives the audio a bit more height than your standard TV speakers. This is the perfect choice for a bedroom or a dedicated gaming nook where you want high-end features like VRR and Dolby Vision, but don't have the space for a massive 65-inch panel.
Product number 4. Insignia 43-inch class F50 series. The Insignia F50 has a very practical, no-nonsense feel to it. It's a bit thicker than the Roku, but it feels durable. During my testing, the standout feature was the HDR10 performance. For a budget-friendly 43-inch, the contrast between the dark shadows and bright highlights in horror movies was surprisingly deep. It didn't look washed out like a lot of other TVs in this price bracket. I also appreciated how well it integrated with my smart home. I could pull up my front door camera feed right on the screen using Alexa while I was watching a show. The DTS Virtual X sound also does a decent job of mimicking a surround sound setup, which is a nice bonus if you aren't planning on buying extra speakers. If you're looking for the absolute best value for a guest room or a kitchen, and you're already in the Amazon ecosystem, this is a no-brainer. It covers all the basics and adds some smart home flair. Product number 5. Samsung 55-inch class QLED Q7F Series 2025. Finally, I spent some time with the 55-inch version of the Samsung Q7F. It's the Goldilocks size, not too big, not too small. Since it uses the same Q4 AI processor as the 65-inch, the performance is just as snappy. I really put the Knox security to the test by browsing some of the free streaming apps, and it's nice having that peace of mind that my passwords are encrypted. The Quantum HDR really shines here. I noticed the dynamic tone mapping adjusted the brightness scene by scene, so I never felt like I was missing details in dark corners. It's also got that sleek Samsung look that makes any room look a bit more modern. If you want the premium QLED experience and the smart AI features, but the 65-inch is just a bit too massive for your setup, this 55-inch model is the sweet spot. It's the perfect balance of size, smart features, and that gorgeous quantum dot color. Outro. That's the breakdown. These 5 really stood out to me for different reasons, so it just depends on your space and what you're watching. I've put the links to all of them in the description below so you can check out the latest prices. Thanks for watching.